All right, so if you don't already know, in most countries, if not all, there's usually an imbalance between the genders. And in this particular, and we're speaking about population. So in this particular video, a man is asking if, since there's more women in our culture and our country than men, what do the excessive women, what do they do? Like, how did they get a man? And we're going to see her reaction.
If we lined up every man with every woman on the planet.
Heterosexual men and women.
No, let's just take the gay out of it.
Yeah,
just
that's what I'm saying.
That make it even less a percentage.
No, I know. We're going to get to that. Right. Just take every man and line them up with every woman.
There's more women than men.
What do you tell the women who don't get a man? What do you tell them to do? Because, listen, cheating bad, right? Being a side bitch bad. Y'all totally against it. What do you tell the women who didn't match up with one? And what if you one of the ones who didn't match up?
Boss up, bitch.
How do you boss up?
So you gonna go after one of them, right?
See, and I talk about this all of the time, right? We live in a culture where people say women empowerment, women empowerment. Women don't care about each other. Hold on. Women don't truly care for one another where they truly care about the issues of the other selflessly. When they care about the issues of another woman, it's usually something that it just relates to themselves. So that's the only reason why they care. So in this situation, she's like, I don't care if I got my man and she doesn't have hers. I don't really care. Like, why is that a problem for me? That's why she laughs. That's the first thing she's doing. Like, she finds it humorous that her fellow sisters could not be with companionship.
You gonna go after one of them?
Hold on, what you gonna do? You gonna try to take a man, right?
No, I'm not gonna take nothing. I'm
You just gonna be lonely?
Die off? Lonely?
No.
What you gonna do?
Ain't no more men left.
Women that go and have a trail of men.
What trail? There's no more men.
And no, say every man got one woman.
But I do think she's not actually thinking logical. So that's probably why she, is saying what she's saying.
Every man got one woman.
Every man got one woman and they in love. Then it's 100 more women left that.
Fuck 100, thousands.
I know. I'm just saying though.
Yeah, they're good for something.
So it's nothing.
So
like
everybody's gonna be. Have you not seen A Handmaid's Tale?
I ain't seen that shit. But I'm just saying, what do you tell the women who didn't match up?
Okay,
you're not listening. We're about to tell you. You're not listening.
That
they already have a woman.
Okay, you got the LeBron James.
Fuck
We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
We're going into the polygamy.
No, time out. Answer the question, then we get to the polygamy. What do you tell the women who did not land a man? Mind you, we just matched up every man and woman here together.
You got one, you got one.
There's thousands of women left now.
Right.
And this is actually the true issue that we have and are going to have and are already having, to be honest anyway. Like, and it's not on the scale of thousands, it's on the scale of millions.
What's your advice? What do you tell them?
What has happened historically?
No, what do
fuck
you tell
historically,
them?
what do you tell them?
It's the Golden Girls.
So they fucking each other.
So your advice.
But they want a man though.
Yeah, you want a man.
Hold on. So your advice is go lesbian?
That's not my advice, but that's what would happen in that situation.
No, they would go after a man.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen in that situation.
Because this is all
a whole lot of side.
And she's kind of right in a way where she says that's what happens in that situation, because it actually does, But again, this is what I was saying before. This is a true issue that is happening right now. Now, let's just break down. This is simple maths. We cannot argue with mathematics. We cannot argue with proven statistics. It's not like statistics with a biased researcher. No, this is facts. There are more women than there are men, right? Okay, cool. But even with that means that millions of women are going to be without a man, without their provider, without their protector, and so on. But you know what's interesting? Even if the ratio was 1-to-1, it still would be imbalanced. Do you know why? Because even though you might have men, you might not have good, eligible, quality men who are able to satisfy women, which many women already know because they're always complaining about the available men. So the men that they do deal with, they're saying, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that, he's not able to take responsibility, he's not able to, he's not honest, he doesn't know how to, he can't find the clear, or whatever it is, the amount of complaints that they will have. And then on top of that, watch, Now that we have the whole breakdown of the energies and the masculine and feminine, so there's many men who aren't masculine, and then there's many men who are being influenced by the LGBT agenda, and so on. Then you have many men who, you know, it could be being locked up because, you know, men get locked up at higher rates than women, and so on. So with all of these things, it drags the number dramatically down. Right, it drags the number of eligible men available dramatically down. So we have this large imbalance. And then he said before about, oh yeah, we're gonna get to the polygamy. This society, I'm telling you right now, will get to the polygamy. That's exactly what's gonna happen, because there's no statistical other method that allows women to get commitment from, you know, men, because statistically, mathematically, the numbers just, it's not mathing, guys. It's not mathing. So I put a prediction out that what you will see is that many women will say, you know what, I don't want to be by myself without a provider, without a protector, without companionship, care, and love. I'm okay getting companionship, care, and love and intimacy from a man who also is giving that to another woman. That's the prediction that I'm personally making, and that's the solution, the only solution that is actually possible. Only. Now, if you have another one, feel free to put that idea out there. But you won't have another one because, you know, the creation of the structure of marriage, which the structure of plural marriage was created as a solution to this. There's a place in China, I can't remember the name of it, but they have like a mad imbalance, like 5-1, right? So there are like 5 women to every 1 man. So what actually is happening is the literal authorities are encouraging the men to have to get with, you know, like 2 or 3 girlfriends or something, to make sure that every woman has someone. And it's the same thing in South Africa, but not the country, in the region of Southern Africa, a place called Eswatini, and the imbalance is the same. So the king there is literally ordering men, saying you have to take 2 or more wives, otherwise you could be jailed. So what we see with polygamy is actually that it's not created also a man can have more sex or you know, more women or anything like that. That's not actually the main point of it. The main point of it is actually for every woman to be able to have a husband, because the alternative would be she has no husband at all. Now, if the woman's the type, one thing that balances it back out a little bit is many women have been convinced they don't need a man. So that's actually a good thing in a way. I mean, it's bad for, in terms of for us, because that's depopulation that the authorities are doing. But it's kind of good for the statistics of the matter, because then we don't have to worry about marrying those women off. Like, they say they don't need a man, so that's good. We can put them off of the list of priorities when it comes to marriage and relationships and family, you know. But for the most part, even that is still not going to be enough to account for the fact that many women are without what they want in a man. And the only solution, this is the only solution, is that the encouragement or this the encouragement or the allowance of a woman to be of women to be able to marry, you know, the same man, you know, for a man to be able to take multiple wives. That is the only solution, and that's facts right there, unless you have another solution, in which, you know, you can comment it below. So let Reemus know, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.